Mêlée Island has been revealed in a brand new showcase, and the Black Pearl is there for all to see. Alright, so as usual, I want you guys to see the original video, because it absolutely blew me away. So first, I'm going to play what Sea of Thieves released, and then we're going to talk about it, because there is so much to dive into here. Seriously, it is absolutely phenomenal, so I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's play what Sea of Thieves already released, for those of you who haven't seen it.
In Sea of Thieves, The Legend of Monkey Island, you'll set sail on a thrilling new adventure, with an original story told across 3 in-game tall tales. As part of your journey, you'll be able to fully immerse yourself in the iconic locations from the Monkey Island series, exploring every nook and cranny of the classic landscapes for the first time in the Sea of Thieves style. So join us as we set sail for a whistle-stop tour of Mêlée Island. Welcome to the world-famous Mêlée Island, jewel of the Tri-Island area, and home to some of the filthiest rogues and rascals you'll ever cross paths with. There's plenty to see on these shores, but folks in need of a little refreshment usually head straight for the Scum Bar. You'll never forget your first visit. It's noisy, filthy, and you'll immediately feel like you're in mortal danger. Pretty much everyone you'll rub shoulders with here has flown the Jolly Roger at one time or another, so it's the kind of place any pirate would want to belong. Work your way along from the Scum Bar, and you'll soon find yourself on Mêlée Island's main street. Alongside some pirates of low moral fibre, you can gaze upon the famous Mêlée Island Clock Tower. That says 10 o'clock. My watch must be wrong. It's on this street that you'll also find the International House of Mojo, your one-stop shop for mischievous potions and all forms of mojo magic. Some pirates come here seeking visions of the future or elixirs granting them special powers, but sometimes all you need is a rubber chicken. This is the only general store on Mêlée Island, which means the prices here reflect a captive market. You won't get the warmest of welcomes from the storekeeper, though. He gets a little paranoid around pirates. The Church of Mêlée Island. This is where the legendary Guybrush Threepwood once came face to face with the dread pirate LeChuck. I'd like to say that not all marriage ceremonies on Mêlée end up involving monkeys and root beer, but it happens more often than you'd think. Cause too much trouble on your visit, and you might end up here. The Mêlée Island Prison. Current inmate Otis has spent a lot of time stuck down here, but he asserts he's avoided losing his mind by engaging in frequent conversation with his cellmate, Captain Coco. This is the Governor's Mansion, probably the fanciest place on Mêlée Island. It used to be guarded by a ravenous pack of piranha poodles, but there's no need for that since the Legend of Monkey Island became governor. At the peak of Mêlée Island, overlooking the town, you'll find Lookout Point. The perfect spot for, well, looking out. Here you can get the lay of the land and plot the path to your next destination. In the Mêlée Island forest, the dense foliage makes it easy to lose your bearings, and you never know what sort of fearsome foes could be lying in wait. Deploying some cutting wordplay through insult sword fighting is how to handle your disputes on Mêlée, so you better have some good retorts ready to go, just in case. Through the forest, you'll find the dazzling lights of the fantastic Flying Fettuccine Brothers Circus. I hear the Fettuccines have been working on a new routine, the Mêlée Island Spectacular. Better make sure you get your tickets booked early. Over at Stan's previously owned vessels, you can have your pick of the finest ships you've ever laid eyes on, as long as they're in stock and docked at Stan's jetty. You might even recognize a couple of the ships featured here. And did someone say custom obsidian upgrades? You won't find deals like these anywhere else. And with that, we've reached the end of our tour. We've just touched the surface of what you'll experience as you explore Mêlée Island. And there is, of course, even more to see across all 3 of the tall tales of Sea of Thieves, The Legend of Monkey Island. From perilous ravines, sun-drenched beaches, to dense, waterlogged jungle. But I hope you've enjoyed this brief look at some of the sights you'll see in your adventures. You'll get a chance to explore them yourself when the first tale, The Journey to Mêlée Island, launches on July 20th.
I don't think there are any other words to describe that other than just utterly phenomenal. That blew me away. It is fantastic. We have never had an update like this. If these islands are as big as they appear, we could be looking at the biggest islands we've ever gotten in Sea of Thieves. Bigger than the Shores of Gold. The last time we had a region expansion, I know this is technically not a region, but the last time we had an expansion as big as this that updated the environments this much was Forsaken Shores. Because honestly, I don't think A Pirate's Life did as much as The Legend of Monkey Island is going to do. It's amazing. Let's start off with characters then. The original pirate leaders are in the Scum Bar. We can see the chef, the voodoo woman, Otis. There are so many that they see, and so many more obviously apart from that list that they've just shown. I'm incredibly excited to see the personalities in Sea of Thieves, because for those of you who don't know, they have used the original voice actors. The cast of Return to Monkey Island. The music. This is something I have to mention, and another reason why I wanted to play that there. Just, if you've played the Monkey Island games, you'll recognise it all. LeChuck's theme was in there, the Scum Bar theme was in there, the Monkey Island theme was in there, but all in a Sea of Thieves orchestral style. I cannot wait to hear those. You bet they'll be going out on the channel the second I get my hands on them. In the Scum Bar, we saw the Cursed Campman and Murray, our first reference to Sea of Thieves: A Pirate's Life, and I guess first inclusion of those 5 tales in this world. Let's talk about the general store. John McMurtry said that this is the only general store on Mêlée Island, so does that imply that we can buy from it? We can see captaincy trinkets in the background, so could we potentially be getting them as rewards from the tail? Could we buy them there for free if they're going to be rewards? I don't know, but it's pretty exciting that there is a store there that's looking like we can purchase from it. The forest and the circus is something I have to mention, because it so feels and looks like an open world, those kind of single player games. The scale of it, how large they are, especially when you go to the circus and the music and the whole just style, actually reminds me of the Forbidden Forest from Hogwarts Legacy. And the whole area reminds me of that game, to be honest. I guess the back end of Mêlée Island, you could say, because it just looks so cool, so big, so much to explore. Right, the Black Pearl has been confirmed. John McMurtry said you might even recognise some ships there, and if you zoom in on the figurehead, you can see it's the Black Pearl's figurehead, 4-sail structure. You get it, it's the Black Pearl. Anyone who says it's not the Black Pearl now, just, I don't know what to tell you, because yeah, it's been confirmed, and Stan has it in his dockyard. So will we see Jack Sparrow and the rest of the cast of A Pirate's Life to find out what happened to them? I hope so. I presume this isn't just a replica, because he did say you might recognise some ships from there. I can't make out the remaining 2, but I get a feeling that they're from Monkey Island. I know quite a bit of Monkey Island lore after playing Return to Monkey Island, but I'm not obviously an expert on it, so if you know what those are, comment down below. The beauty of the rest of the islands. We didn't see much, because obviously they're in future tales, but I'm so happy all the tales don't take place at night. Look at this island. I get an idea that the 2 clips were from A, Scurvy Island, and B, Monkey Island, but I could be wrong. Obviously Monkey Island will be involved at some point, we just don't know which tale. But I'm so happy, I'm ecstatic that the Sea of the Damned is in the day, because they have confirmed all the tales are in the Sea of the Damned. It all takes place there, it's all instanced. And so for us to actually see the Sea of the Damned with nice lighting is a big thing, because every time we've been to the Sea of the Damned, he's always been gloomy, mysterious, which isn't an issue, but I will be honest, it had me a bit concerned that we weren't going to get really cool environments that really capitalised on the beauty of Sea of Thieves, but it looks like we are. And the final thing I want to mention is obviously the name of the tale, Journey to Mêlée Island, and it obviously releases this Thursday, July 20th. I am extremely hyped about the update, and I hope you guys are too. Let me know what you think of all this down in the comments below. Are you excited for the Legend of Monkey Island? What do you think of the brand new environments that they've showcased. That does just about bring us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, then please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel an absolute ton, and subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest Sea of Thieves news as and when it comes out, and also any videos on Thursday that I might do, be it soundtracks, guides to 100% the tale, you name it, I'm going to be on it. Anyways, apart from all that, thanks for watching and I'll see you later.